One of my duties as a kid on Sunday mornings when I lived near Wiveliscombe, when we had our big feast of the week, I mean in the week itself it was dripping and shepherd's pie and pig's trotters and things like that, but Sunday was a really, really, a sight to warm the cockles of your heart, isn't it? Was a really great day because just as the lunch was coming to the final, ultimate succulent roasting, you would go into the garden, dig the potatoes and pick the Brussels sprouts, which still had frost on them. I can remember to this day my fingers blue with cold, but I can still remember the superb taste of that fresh kind of food. And that's what I've got here. I mean, you saw me dig the potatoes out of the field, away with the lid, no kitchens here, you see, just the field. Beautiful Jersey new potatoes, and I fried a bit of liver, and into the juices of the pan, I put a little glass of Jersey white wine to make a very, very simple and elementary sauce. Now I'm going to add some beautiful Jersey cream to that, stirring the thing the whole time. You know, in real cookery programs, they have 7 home economists, a studio, 18 backup men, 14 examples of the same dish, but we're just going to do this because we're a very talented sort of lot. Some fresh chives, which we picked on the way here this morning. We did ask permission as well, I can tell you, which I put into my pan. And because I want this to be super duper, because I've got a very important man coming for lunch, as I told you, he's a senator. You'll recognize him because senators wear togas and laurel leaves around their head, don't they? And I've got to do this for him. So I'll put my bit of egg yolk into the sauce. So one thing is for sure about this meal, hey, look, come and see me. One thing for sure about this is you won't get a fresher dish anywhere. Now, back onto here. Thank you, Richard. The beautiful chive and cream sauce over there. Turn off the gas so we don't blow the countryside up. Put the potatoes on here. Hoping they're not going to crash and crumble as I put them on. Now, I don't care who you are, but I don't think you could get a better, simple little dish than that. And Richard, if you don't mind, my man awaits me, my bottle of wine awaits me. I better have a quick slurp, and off I go.
Spud, 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 spud.
There we are, Your Majesty. New Jersey potatoes. Not Majesty, is it, Lord? No, what are you? Senator. Senator. Well, it's a bit disappointing, no toga and no laurel leaves. I did ask for them, you know.
Well, I'm afraid the toga's being dry cleaned at the moment.
Right.
And the laurel leaves, I think, got caught by the frost this spring.
It's been a funny winter, hasn't it?
It has extremely.
Has it affected the business of the island?
It has to a point. Our beautiful potatoes are a little bit later than they normally would have been, but other than that, we're managing okay, thank you.
Great. Tell me, the popular conception of Jersey is, in fact, an island of fun, of sort of high-rise banking offices with sinister men in Mercedes-Benz and tinted sunglasses and stuff like that, who whisper to each other. But that's not the whole picture, is it? I mean, what is your job?
Well, my job is to be responsible for agriculture in all its aspects in the island, and that, of course, is probably the most important part of the island economy. Not necessarily in money, I might add, but it's the character, and Jersey wouldn't be what it is without it.
What is this business about the fluke? I mean, these potatoes were a fluke, weren't they?
Yes,
Excuse
they
me
were.
while I just sit down
yes,
and...
certainly. They were a fluke. I believe you know the story. The chap had the 69 potato and he planted in the ground, and he produced this remarkable strain of potatoes on which the island's economy has been based for a number of years. And when I look back, I think it's a remarkable thing, first of all, that he should have realized what an important discovery he'd made, and secondly, imagine if he'd been a very greedy person and eaten them all instead of putting them back for more seed. The island's history may have been changed by a single meal.
What do you think of my setting of my little restaurant here today? Do you like it?
I think it's fantastic. I'd like to come here every day. It really is a beautiful place.
But a very serious point. I mean, what is it like being a lord or a senator or a king? I mean, do you eat in cloistered halls with rusty servants in green dinner jackets, shambling up, perhaps a club-footed one, dragging the trolley of the Baron of Beef as the band play in the food? I mean, what's life really like for you?
No, that sounds like the BBC canteen, but as far as we're concerned, we don't go in for that sort of thing at all, and it's very ordinary sort of existence. We do our job to the best of our ability, but at the same time, we get certain advantages. If I wasn't a senator, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you, and I must say I'm enjoying it very, very much, and I thank you for it.
Well, I actually think that's enough, senators. I mean, he's been plugging this Jersey island, you know, like for the last 15 minutes or something like that. I reckon it's time we got on with what Floyd is all about, which is a slurp and a mouthful, and hope that you enjoy what is going to be a magical, but very sadly, last programme. Bye now. That was great, Pierre. Thank you very much. Oh, I forgot to say one thing. The senator has a name. He's called Pierre Horsfall. Lord, Senator, President Pierre Horsfall, king of all tomatoes and all the potatoes of this island. Borage leaves, marigold leaves, parsley and thyme, plain flour, a quart of milk, I like that, and a pint of green. Oh, good heavens, you're here again already. I hadn't realised. I'm sorry. And you've caught me at my favourite tipple as well, because actually I only swigged this lot down to wind you up. Like I sometimes think you wind me up. I was in the pub the other day. Big fisherman came up to me and said, ever eaten congrio and flowers, John? I said, congrio and flowers, you're putting me on. He said, no, I'm serious. It's a very, very old dish. Very famous here in Jersey. But, you know, on the Floyd programmes, we've trundled around really looking for what we've decided are a dying breed of regional specialities. There aren't going to be any soon, and that's why I'm so thrilled to cook this congrio dish. The reason I'm reading it from here is, A, I'm at a distinct disadvantage. I've never cooked it before, and I've never eaten it before. So I'm really on the line here. Look, let's have a quick, no further ado, a quick whiz around what we've got here. We've got my favourite old mother-in-law here, the old trout, with flowers of peace up her nose like that. And all I did was cut off the head and tail, and I popped it into water, and I simmered it for an hour. I took the head out, leaving the stock, which I'll show you in a minute over here. Now, Richard, come over to here, and I'll show you the ingredients that we have. Most remarkable. Chopped cabbage, a few peas, some borage, no, these are marigold leaves, I beg your pardon, marigold leaves, chopped borage, dried marigold flowers, chopped shallots, petals of marigold for a garnish later to make it look really superb, fresh parsley and fresh thyme. I've also got some flour and butter to come back to me, Richard. I'm feeling a bit lonely here. Flour and butter to thicken the whole thing up with. Right, the endangered species. Get your notes ready, your pencils ready. I'm going to be asking questions, and if anybody on Jersey would like to challenge me on this recipe, be kind to me. I've never done it before, and none of you have ever offered it to me before. But it's going to be for real. So, over here, Richard, into our fish stock. First of all, we put the cabbage, okay? Cabbage goes in. The peas go in, and I bet people in Jersey are reaching for their pens and telephones right now to say he's doing it all in the wrong order, all the wrong way around. That is the marigold leaves going in. This is the borage going in. It's absolutely splendid. This looks like saffron. In fact, it's dried marigold petals. They're going in. Give those a little stir around. Oh, I'm going to set fire to the... nearly set fire to the recipe there, not to worry. So, in we go with the shallots. A bit tedious, all of this, isn't it? Here I'm stirring away. Only 2 more things to go. But, you know, it's a curious soup, isn't it? These folk tales are wonderful. I'm creating something which is 400 years old. I'm only 40. I'm a tenth of all of that. I've never heard of it before. Great. Anyway, as I said, thyme. Sorry, it's a bit boring about that kind of thing. And the parsley. Now, this is the bit where I reflect. I reflect deeply on the meaning of life. Congrio and flowers. Will they be telling me next they have seagulls roasted for Sunday lunch? I don't know. But I'll have to be the director to get me out of this tricky sequence while this simmers away for an hour or so. I'm going to have another glass of milk. That was really interesting, wasn't it? You know, how he dreams up these brilliant little interludes, I shall never know. Not sure that I really care. Anyway, while you've been away enjoying yourselves, I've thickened the soup with a mixture of flour and butter. I've added some thick, rich Jersey milk to it. It is delicious. And if you cast your mind back to the beginning of the programme, where the senator was there, like, laying it on a bit like, I run the agriculture of this island, and everything that happens is all down to me. Well, it isn't really true. He, like any other politician, is only a minister, really. And behind him, there's a real expert, a real man who grades every potato, tastes every tomato, measures every strip of calabrese, susses out the scallops, and fiddles with the eels and things like that, or whatever he does. Anyway, he's the man I need to test my soup, and he's called Francois. Francois, it's great for you to come along on the show. Thank you very much indeed.
Not at all, not at
all.
all.
Now, you've got to be really straight with me.
Yep.
You are a Jersey man, born and bred.
Yes, I am.
I have reason to believe that you have eaten this in the past.
Oh, yes, yes. In fact, in this very house, great-aunt used to make that soup.
So, when you get to taste it, and I'm going to float my little marigold leaves on the top. Richard, just come in close to that. See the marigold leaves on the top. That's lovely. Francois, it's down to you. This is Floyd versus Jersey. Could you please taste it? Tell me what you think. It's a very worrying moment, chaps. Worry for me, pray, pray. Oh, superb. Now, is that true?
Superb. No, it is. It is.
And is it better than your granny used to make?
No, it's as good.
It's as good?
It's as good. It's as good. It is superb.
Oh, I'm very thrilled. Now, I know you like this, and I like it. I've made it. You're an old Jersey hand, you reckon it's great. But have we, in fact, resurrected a culinary dinosaur? I mean, do real people still eat congrial and marigold soup?
Of course they do. Of course they do. Not so much as they used to in the past. I think because we've got a cosmopolitan population now, we don't have so many of the Jersey people left, as it were. But there are still quite a number who love this.
I mean, what are we going to do to stop? I mean, wouldn't it be better if the states of Jersey, instead of not making cheese, which is another little bone I want to pick with you in a moment, by the way, propagated the ancient Jersey dishes? I mean, we're going down a hamburger and chips road, aren't we?
Well, I'm not. I prefer my wife to do all things fresh, and she, in fact, makes lovely vegetable soups, all fresh, not out of packets. That's no good at all.
All right, that's very fine, but I'm still going to pick this bone with you. What about the Jersey cheese? You have got brilliant milk. Why aren't you making any cheese? And the other thing I want to complain about, and I mean this quite sincerely, Jersey's a fabulous island, but all its butter is in little tiny packets, and I really resent that.
Oh, that's not true.
It is. Why can't we in the restaurants have slabs of this fabulous butter and not these naff little
Ask the
packets?
hotelier.
Right. Good.
That's not me.
Not you. Right. Your fault is the cheese. What about the cheese?
Well, I think we tried it, you see. We tried it once. The Milk Marketing Board here tried an experiment, and it didn't work. I think, it's only my opinion, I think it's because our milk is too rich. The cream is too rich. Guernsey do it, and they get a lovely cheese, I'm afraid to say. I love Guernsey cheddar.
Yeah, but aren't you? I mean, you're a bit of a hypocrite, because the last time I was here when I met you when we were doing the recce,
Yeah.
you said, what really cheers a Jerseyman up is to turn into the sunset and see Guernsey on fire.
Oh, wait, came off it. I didn't quite say it like that.
You did. Anyway, you quite like my soup. Tell me you think my soup's okay in patois or argot or whatever you call
La
it.
soupe d'Anjou-Rognier, c'était superbe. Absolument merveilleux.
There you go. Another day, another dinner. I think we cracked it.
Blue Dragon proudly sponsors Food Network Daytime. Magic in every meal.
Playing the postcode lottery has to be the most amazing thing I've ever done. It's a big joint thing and you're all sharing so much happiness, really.
I just saw the advertisement on TV, I thought, oh, I'll have a go at that. Pay direct debit each month, great. Look at what I've got now.
You see the charities it's benefiting, we feel really good about that, and we've won, so it's a bonus.
Get your ticket before midnight on the 21st of June.
I thought, nah, I don't win things like that. I've won.
With BT Mobile, you can get online here, here, here and here, and all over the UK with 4G and Wi-Fi hotspots in more places than any other mobile provider. Better still, if you have BT broadband at home, it starts from just £5 a month with 500 megabytes of data. Or you could get 2 gigabytes of data for just £10 a month. Or even a huge 15 gigabytes of data for £20 a month. Anyone can get the great deal with BT Mobile. With 3 SIM-only plans to choose from, you're bound to find the one that's right for you. Call 0800 234 6543 or visit bt.com/SIM-only.
You're Sam, right?
Yes.
Winston Wolfe. Don't get up. So you're a landlord now, a property magnate.
It's just my wife's old flat.
But you've taken out direct line landlord insurance, right? After all, they guarantee they won't be beaten on price.
I didn't know that.
Prize plum.
Sorry?
It goes well with Magnolia.
Get direct line landlord insurance from £125.
Right now, there's an amazing deal on super reliable BT broadband. Join today and get a massive 50% off. It's £5 a month, and it's just a 12-month contract. You'll get our most reliable Wi-Fi connection. And when you're out and about, you can connect to the UK's largest Wi-Fi network for free. Get BT broadband for £5 a month, and it's just a 12-month contract. Join us today on 0800 500 289 or visit bt.com/deals.
Sky's got something you'll really want to get your paws on. Our TV bundles from just £20 a month. Watch the shows everyone's barking on about, like the brand new US crime drama Shades of Blue, starring Jennifer Lopez, and the powerful new drama Billions. And what's more, get super reliable Sky Broadband Unlimited for just £5 a month. Go fetch your Sky TV bundles from just £20 a month and Sky Broadband Unlimited for just £5 a month. Search Sky Shop or call 0800 151 2805. Sky. Believe in better.
My dad used to be so grumpy. Keep the noise down. No more TV. Tidy your room. Grumpy, grumpy. Very grumpy. Then we got a Merlin annual pass. We flew so high. We got soaked. Met giraffes. We met Shrek. Dad so loves kids. See Billy's Land. Loads of great rides. And there's new stuff. Legoland was awesome. And my dad's awesome. The Merlin annual pass. Big summer sale ends soon. It's like a dream come true.
Da-la-la-la, da-la-la-la, hey, 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 bingo.
Play happy in our exclusive Coconut Island Bingo Room for the chance to win an exotic holiday every day this month. Win trips to Mexico, Dubai, the Maldives and more. Only at galabingo.com.
It's time for the Jolliffe Austin family to find out who's the safest driver. Malky's the winner! Using our free Aviva Drive app to measure how safely you drive, safer drivers could save an average of £150 on our car insurance. Visit aviva.co.uk to see if you could save.
Life's a funny one. All smooth until one day, this happens. So it's cool when there's someone to turn to when you need some emergency cash. With Sunny, you can pay back early and save some pounds on interest.
Yeah, that's life support. Swing by their site and stress not.
Fast, flexible loans from £100 at sunny.co.uk.
Have you ever looked for a hotel online? Did you notice that there are so many different prices out there for the exact same room? Well, Trivago does the work for you and instantly compares the prices of over 600,000 hotels from over 200 different websites. Instead of searching for hours or spending too much, Trivago makes it easy for you to find the ideal hotel for the best price. Trivago shows you all the different prices for the exact same room. And that's how you can be sure that you find your ideal hotel for the best price. Hotel Trivago.
Blue Dragon proudly sponsors Food Network Daytime. Magic in every meal.
My mother, who's a brilliant cook, once said she'd rather dally in a butcher's than a dress shop any day. Well, I feel the same about markets. I prefer one of these Victorian cathedrals of gastronomy to the local museum or the local Roman baths. And isn't it good that Jersey has taken the trouble to restore this splendid hall to its original glory? A lesson that would be easily learnt by councils throughout the British Isles who've pillaged our heritage for the sake of car parking and double glazing stalls. I can think of one in South Molton, for example. Beautiful pannier market which should be restored. Anyway, that's not why I'm here to witter on. I'm here looking amongst this wonderful fish for a very shy and retiring species, which I hope to cook. Aha! There we are, the end of the quest. The elusive ormer. Do you know, years ago, there were 1,000 of these available in Jersey, and they only cost 2 shillings a dozen or something like that. Now they're about £1 each. And the other thing is, not only have they overfished them, but these are very highly strung little things, very sensitive, you know, and you have to go creeping up to them in the water and grab them before they notice that you're there. No heavy boots or things like that, or they go clunk onto the rock and you can't get them. Anyway, once you have got them, and we got these at great expense, as I said, they're nearly £1 each these days, you take these leathery little mollusks out, beat the living daylights out of them with a hammer, fry them in butter with onions, carrots, white wine, and parsley, chicken stock and things like that, put them in the oven overnight for about 24 hours. And then when you come back from a hard day in the pub or the allotment or something like that, you call out the old trout, "Where's my supper?" you say. And she brings out of the Argo this wonderful dish, unctuous dish, of these things swimming in rich gravy, which when you've eaten these, you dip your bread into, swill it down, plate a mashed potato, and have a really fine time. And if you're really lucky, I'm going to cook these and you'll see exactly how to do it, if I don't forget, really. I'd like to welcome you to my humble fisherman's cottage, the sort of thing that typical Jersey fishermen have lived in for centuries, especially since they invented things like money, gold and stuff like that. Anyway, we've got one, we've borrowed it, as we always do on this programme, because we're skint, and we're so skint that we're going to have to cook ormers, which years ago, as I told you earlier, were a totally peasant dish. Today they're for the rich and famous, people like me and you. Here they are, nasty, disgusting looking things, rather as if they were sawn off elephants' feet, and the first thing you've got to do is to scrub them into a presentable state. And you can't do that without invoking the products and the craft of a centuries-old tradition here in Jersey of the ormer brush. Notice its hand-carved shape and the thumb gunnel there for correct grip. You walk over to the sink, you take one of these nice-looking things. They don't actually smell very nice, I'll tell you that. And you scrub and scrub and scrub, and you do that till you get really bored, and I'm really bored, okay? So you come back over here where you see a pristine Alice in Wonderland-style mother-of-pearl shell, which they also use for building garages. I mean, the ormer, not the shell. You throw that away, you take it out, and you beat it, and I've just muddled that up a tiny bit, but that doesn't matter, because sometimes you can make mistakes on television, so I'll have to pick that one back up again, slide it out of the shell, and at the risk of damaging the recording equipment and the sound engineer's ears, I have to beat it really hard until it's flat. But by the magic of television, Richard, come over here, I have a load of them already beaten out. Rather like veal schnitzels or something like that. A piece of veal or a piece of pork is beaten out. That is the thing. Other bits of ingredient, are you looking at me or the food? Thank you. Is garlic, carrot, onion and tomato. Is that... God, you're a thick cameraman. Is that tomato or onion? Thank you. Onion. Right, just checking you were paying attention. And some chopped parsley, butter, rich yellow Jersey butter, beautiful. Bit of ordinary flour. Don't think they grow wheat over here. And salt and pepper. And that's all we need. The only other thing we really need before we reset the lights, rearrange the camera things, is for me to have a slurp, you to get your notebooks and pencils, turn to page 73 for the scratch pack, on the Radio Times, because I want you to savour the smell when it's all cooked. See you in a moment.
Slap, 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 slap.
There you are, that's the carrot, the onion, the bacon, the garlic, frying away in butter. I don't need to explain all that to you. After all, you are BBC Two watchers, aren't you? Anyway, Richard, as you pan over here, you'll come into the ormers, which are frying to their golden brown in butter. This is the ormers, you see that? You're on the right dish, aren't you? Yes? Answer me when I'm speaking to you. Oh, fine, that's great, right. Well, now, we've made those golden brown. We now have a few little simple things to do. So if you can wind that machine back onto the two dishes, might be difficult for you, stay with them while we put some red wine into the ormers, some chicken stock, and those observant members of you who I don't... Come back again, come back. Because you weren't all paying attention, I didn't have chicken stock in the other sequence, did I? You forgot to notice, but there it is, it's in. Right, come back again. Then we put some parsley into that. That's the red wine, the chicken stock. Not confusing the camera any more than we have to, we tip. What are these called, Richard?
Oh, those are the other bits.
Those are the other bits. You see, he's really learning very well. Now, all that goes into... Come back. Goes into an earthenware dish, into the oven for, and you're not going to believe this, it's a very simple dish, of course, goes in there for 14 hours, which has completely wrecked our plans here on Jersey. We've had to have an extra overnight, that's a lot of money for the crew, we've had to cancel our flight, and it means that I am going to drink Jersey dry between now and then. And now the moment of truth. 14 hours, 14 long, tedious hours have passed, and this much vaunted Jersey dish is about to be sampled by us all here. I tell you what, Richard, come up a minute. While those 14 hours have been going by, I've been doing good works, you know, lecturing to Boy Scouts, opening Women's Institute fetes and things like that, but much more importantly, I've pulled the most beautiful bird on the whole island, who, in her own right, is a fabulous cook, Caroline Briggs, and it's her kitchen we've pinched for the afternoon. And she is the unfortunate, or lucky, victim of this tasting session. Caroline, have a bite of that and let me know what you think of it all, because it is rather splendid. What I'm going to tell you about Caroline is that she is a superb cook, and if you're in Guernsey later on this year, you're in for a super-duper treat, but I can't really sort of say things like that because this is the BBC, but you'll work it out for yourselves. What do you reckon, my darling?
It's very good. It's got an interesting flavour.
What do you mean interesting?
Meaty and fishy.
What do you mean interesting? Well, I'll tell you what. If this is the dish we've all come for, quite frankly, John, I can leave it out. I'd rather have a plate of ox tongue and gravy and gherkins. And Jersey, I'm really sorry, maybe I blew it, maybe there's been a mistake, but quite frankly, I'd rather spend the rest of the day with you. I never like mixing business with pleasure, you know. I always try to keep my work away from home, but on this occasion, it's the end of the series and it's the end of the whole bit. And my director, who comes from, what should I say, fairly humble origins, was going on the other day about it isn't fair, is it? All the dynasty programmes in Dallas and all that lot, they had the sort of swimming pool shots and Cadillacs and things. So I thought, just to cheer him up, I'd invite him home. Anyway, sorry about the mess, by the way, but I have been terribly busy all day. And in fact, I've got some more cooking to do tonight. I've got friends coming around. It never stops for me. It's absolutely dreadful. But listen, this is the last programme, and the one thing I want to say is it's jolly hurtful for me, around about the time it gets transmitted, to see buses full with people, cars whizzing by. I know many of you don't even watch the programme. I think that's a bit mean, because we've put our heart and soul into it. Like today, for example, what have we done for you? We've done new potatoes, really interesting, you know. We've done conger eel soup. We've done ormers, and they were delicious, I can tell you. And what else have we done? Well, I've got, as I said, these friends coming for dinner, so there's nothing to it, no peace for the wicked at all. I better go and get up a bit of frying speed. I've got to start this piece with a strange hush. The directors have been rather taken by the moon. He had the cameraman swinging about the skies looking for it. I don't know who he thinks he really is. Anyway, that's enough of all of that nonsense. The point is, the unidentified barbecuing objects are ready. My friends here, Caroline Griggs, Helen and Ron Hickman, whose house this is, and a few other people have come together tonight to enjoy what we've been cooking. We hope they're going to enjoy it. So if they'd like to, come on in and have a taste of this. I don't know how it is. It might be a little overdone. It might be a little underdone. Here they are. This is the gastronomic get-along gang. You see, they're all smiling happily. They haven't had a drink all night. Hold the plate, Mother, because I can't do it all. And have a little... That's a scallop for you there. No help here, is there? Goodness gracious me.
It smells wonderful.
Well, I'm pleased you like the smell. So a couple of scallops for you. Oh, sorry, Ryan, I didn't mean to... There is a here, but it wasn't on the end of that. And there's another scallop for you. A couple of these prawns. Why don't you see, we've got them in a perfect, sterile television position. A glass in one hand, a plate in the other, and no possible chance of being able to eat it. Which is what this programme actually, come back here, the programme is about food. So I'm doing this so they can sort of disengage themselves from the embarrassing situation the director has got them into. Right, so now they're all ready again. No, they're not. Ron's still frozen solid here. Here you go, eat away. Let me take that. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll relieve you of that because it'll only be bad for you. And I must have one myself. What do you think of your barbecue?
Scrumptious, really is.
They are very, very good. Do you like one, Richard? Here you are.
Fantastic.
See if they're absolutely excellent. On that, I think it's time that we got on with a bit of fun, and we should say things like, to Ron Hickman, oh, he's just gone, to Ron Hickman, and to his love, and to his Helen, his beautiful wife, and to the bird I pulled, Caroline, who'll be married by the time this programme's out, or if not, she shortly will be. Thank you very much for making this end-of-term party a great and brilliant success. I'd like to drink to you all.
Thank you. Will you promise to come again?
Most definitely.
Right.
God bless you all.
Cheers.
And Jersey too.
Blue Dragon proudly sponsors Food Network Daytime. Magic in every meal.
There's a mountain of money being set aside by banks to pay back PPI, possibly missold to you and I. yet many people have done nothing about it. Can you really afford not to find out if you're owed up to £7,000? It's your money. So if you're nervous, unsure, or simply don't know, call Gladstone Brooks now and we'll guide you through the process. After all, it's what we do. Call today on 08000 469 600.
Gladstone Brooks.
You can borrow up to £7,500 over 1 to 5 years with Amigo, and with a guarantor you don't need a good credit score. Visit amigoloans.co.uk, representative 49.9% APR variable.
Trousers are lethal. Allegedly, they claimed hundreds of victims last year alone, which is why... Stop! I've had to get rid of all the jams!
Life insurance simply done at beaglestreet.com or call 0800 247 247.
Creating the perfect replica of the Philadelphia Eagles Stadium. The masters of cake baking are back with new Ace of Cakes today at 4.
Blue Dragon proudly sponsors Food Network Daytime. Magic in every meal.
Take time to make yourself feel good, and you do whatever you want, 'cause you can now. In my world, making up for losing so much time, 'cause you can now. In my world.
There you go, beautiful salad.